Hey, this is gonna be quick because it technically has to because I have storage problems with my phone right now, so I'm still working on that. But this is gonna be a quick update on one thing specifically, and that's gonna be calculus. I'm really happy because my strategy with calculus I think has been working, and the strategy has really just been since I've done IB Math SL, that covered a large part of calculus, or I think at least the foundational steps. We did gloss over some stuff because it was like instead of going into the full theorem itself, we just said, okay, this is the output, this is what you get the understand. We don't actually prove the theorems, I think, in except for one of them, which I'm forgetting. But we didn't as much. Like we just said, oh, this is a short way to get the derivative of a function, right? But we didn't actually go into like why it goes like that because there wasn't time, and it was just at our level of what we're doing. It just didn't need to. We just didn't need to learn it, right? So now what's going on with calculus and my calc class now is that we're actually going more in depth. So at times it would be confusing because like there's a shortcut to get a derivative, but then we're using different methods. I'm like, okay, that then I think I don't know what I'm doing, but then I'm like, oh shoot, this is just how I did it, but in a longer way, which is really nice. But anyways, what I've been doing is studying ahead, keeping at least 2 steps ahead, right? I think it's been quite. Today was probably my best day because like he actually was getting to the content that I studied ahead. I was a bit confused. 'Cause I used the textbook. And I was still studying. I was like, okay, yeah. But he did it. I was like, I was making sense. I was answering questions left and right. Like, to be more exact and just summarize how I felt. You know, in Jujutsu Kaisen, for anyone who watches that show, season 2, episode 17, a minute 12, 12 minutes and 2 seconds. When Sukuna was like, you can see my hug and my curse technique. That was how I felt. Like with the teacher, because I think he's a very good professor. He's like really smart, which makes sense because he's a professor. But at times it can be confusing. It's kind of confusing sometimes tracking how the course is going or like how the class itself is going and how he organizes the information. Because if I had like no idea, then I think I'll be brutally lost, right? But then being able to study ahead, I'm like, oh wow, okay, I get what he's doing. I know what to focus on. And sometimes when he makes other points, I know like that's not the top priority right now. So like I won't like say I don't. I just ignore it. But okay, I know I don't need to fully understand that. I think that's a better way to contextualize that or whatever. So yeah, it was really nice. I'm really happy with calculus. I'm just trying to do my other classes with intermediate programming. I guess I'll touch on that a bit. But intermediate programming, I do think I have to start practicing more Java. For lead code problems, I've mainly been doing Python because that's my comfort language, and I think I have to step outside my comfort zone real quick because we did a pre-test, and I was really unhappy with myself because there was like some of them was just like super easy to do, but then when I was going to like the ninth or 10th question, I was like, wow, since I can't really go to outside sources and check like the syntax stuff, I'm not really able to do this. If I was able to like you fully use outside syntax and fully use outside resources to look at the syntax and how to structure it properly, they would be pretty easy to I think. But since I couldn't do that, I was kind of unhappy. So now I want to practice that more. Just practice my Java, and I do think it's probably my best interest to also do LeetCode problems in Java because I feel like with Python it's much easier. At least it's like it's very. I feel like Python is the most. I don't know. Plain text is not the word. It's like it's the closest thing to just natural human language. I think, in my opinion. So I think Java may help me see the problems in a new way, with a new, more structured way that a computer scientist should. But yeah, besides that, I have nothing much else to say. I'm just really happy with my progress in calculus. I'm trying to apply that technique to other classes. With the intermediate programming, I'll admit first that I've kind of been slacking on that because I think I'm a bit too confident in how much I know of the course load. Because I already talked about this, but the programming class I did in high school so far has been much more advanced, I guess. But I think we're still starting the first couple of weeks and days, and it's meant to be a more I'm going to actually, I think it's kind of funny because in high school, it was also kind of meant to be an introductionary course. I don't think, I feel like if I didn't have any idea what programming was, it would be very difficult, but fortunately I did. Anyways, this is also meant to be an introductionary course. I think this is more introductionary, even though it's an intermediate course. I think this is more introductionary in my opinion. And like if I didn't know how programming works, I think it will still be hard, but it wouldn't be like impossible, right? But yeah, I've been slacking with that. So then I really have to look at the syllabus again, see what projects you're going to be working on, how I can get ahead. If I can even finish like the next month of work that would be really amazing. Last thing I will say that I'll talk about later is that the career fairs are coming up, so I'm just working on my resume and doing stuff like that and applying to research positions. Okay, besides, I have nothing else to say, so have a great day.